When I came to San Jose, it was like I actually saw people of, that looked like me, that were in positions of policy. And I saw a lot of great people that were actually doing some great work out in the community.
I was born in South San Jose, and when I was little, I thought it was kind of multicultural. I mean, the school I went to had lots of different, it was a big diversity.
I was young, but I have great memories. I can remember a lot of things from that neighborhood because they were all little kids, and so there were a bunch of us that used to do things, and we used to do talent shows and go bike riding in empty lots, that kind of thing. So I had a lot of good memories there.
I've always been consistently into art. I think I got serious about art though when I started doing graffiti. In comparison to gangs and other stuff like that, it seemed like a positive alternative that could allow me to exist as a creative person, but it also let me sort of get a hall pass in a way, in bad neighborhoods.
I never thought of it as it could be a meaningful job. I thought, oh cool, you're just gonna look good, but I think there's a lot more to being a stylist that I didn't realize. Anytime you get a haircut, for some reason it's your mental state changes. It feels good to I don't know what it is about the hair. Maybe it sends something to your nerves and your brain, but you feel so much better when you're done.
I've been working for San Jose Police Department for 14 years. I applied only to San Jose Police Department because I wanted to be a San Jose police officer. Until this day, I feel the same.
In a system, when you get further away from the students, your ultimate goal is to always make sure things are good and right for every child. That's the way I look at it. That's the bottom line of my work. In order to do that now, when you get removed from that classroom level, you're starting to work more and more with adults to make sure that happens. And so that's working with the site leaders, principals, to make sure that they're working with their teachers in ways that make sure that the teaching and learning is good and right for every child.
I'm just one out of many people here in San Jose that are trying to, be creative or doing, and those works of art are giving an impression to outsiders of our city. This is just a small, portion of the impression that people will be left with, when they visit our city. You know what I mean? It's a small impression of what our culture is like, what our city's like.
I know sometimes some people may have said, God, Esther, you're still there? Why are you still there? You could have moved on, or, you could have been doing something different, or maybe you could have been in a higher position or a high-paying job. And I've always sort of had this thing about, I have to have passion for what I do, right? And so, and believe me, the work that I've been doing, there are challenges in there. So it's not like it's a day where you go and it's the same old thing, right? You're working with families, you're working with communities, and so it's never a dull moment. But I think as far as accomplishments for me is actually being part of the Mayor's Gang Task Force, and when I say that, it's a collaborative, and I think I've mentioned this before. I truly believe that it's not just one person, that really, when I see success within the Gang Task Force, that I'm proud of being a member, being a partner.
As the city began to grow, it became more and more diverse, and I think all areas of San Jose became diverse. It wasn't a case where you would say you live in any neighborhood and you only see white families, for example. So you started to see a mix wherever you were. I think it's important for them to be in a place that they could experience some things that growing up I didn't, but they could still experience having a neighborhood and having it feel small.
When you go to other cities or you go to other states, a lot of people aren't there yet. And so San Jose is very innovative, at different levels. And so, of course, for me, I look at, there's going to be opportunity here for my daughters, right? That there'll definitely be more opportunities for them here.
It's a great foundation for kids, whether they're learning Spanish or English or whatever. Like, I think families are able to be families here, a lot more. It's not so like, it doesn't feel complex or like chaotic. It's like you have like that, like it's like a rich city with so many things you can do, but at the same time you can, like, if you just focus in on the family like lifestyle, it's really simple and it can be really humble.